Hello guys, and welcome back to another video here in Riegensberg. Today I want to show off this lovely little factory that we've built out here just outside the southeastern gate. So during the last live stream we realized that Riegensberg doesn't really have a specific, or I'd say organized way of getting grain into the city. And the problem with that is that people are mostly eating bread. So of course we had to come out here and make a flour mill. Uh, all three buildings that have been built in Regensburg for the purely industrial kind of purposes are called mills, not factories, because a mill is dedicated to making, basically to turning natural products into processed ones, whereas a factory is where you're constructing something out of it. So in this case, we really are building another mill, and we can see that with this lovely sign up here and another one here. So this is the White Mills Flour Company, which, it's kind of basic, but I think it really fits well on the building, and it fits well on those little signs. So I want to show you we're coming out here and making this kind of semi-custom river because the original river kind of sucks. So I've had to do a lot of work on making this place look half decent, but I feel like it's really starting to get somewhere. I think this area is really coming along. It's not quite done. You can see there's some unfinished trees over there and stuff. Oh, and just in the fog, you can see the ruined tower of Clarendon. I think that looks really cool. But yeah, we're coming out here. We're doing a lot of custom terrain, and I'll show you. So this is the mill, and there's a kind of, I'd say, process here. So the farmers who live in these houses and their workers who live in those little shacks basically harvest the wheat from these fields. They send it all on carts over to here. Now you take all this wheat off the carts. You basically would take a wheelbarrow, come in through here, and then place it in this room to start drying out. Once the wheat is dried, you can send it up this little elevator into this receptacle, which will funnel the wheat down into these threshing and grinding machines, basically. So once it's in here, you start cranking this lever, and it starts turning the gears inside, and all of a sudden you start getting flour coming out. It's not the nicest quality flour. It's still kind of, it's more like whole wheat, basically, than the bleached flour that you're used to. But yeah, you would then basically take it in wheelbarrows and start funneling into these bags. We decided basically in the live stream that the best way to show a bag of flour is just some woolen carpets. So yeah, that's this kind of part of the process. Obviously, you can put it into bags, but if you want to store it just as pure like flour, what you can do is put it up this elevator, and it'll go through those pipes and come out. I will show you just out here in these silos. So those are storing just pure grain instead of storing it in bags. Basically, if you want to put it in bags though, if you want to just put it in grain, you could technically like put it into the city. I'll show you. This building right here is a bakery. So you could technically just bring it right over to the baker, but you can also put it back on a cart and ship it along this little path. Comes through here, right next to our future apple orchard. Then it comes down here to the shipping building. So essentially you bring it down on a cart all the way here. You come inside, you talk to the guy who owns the kind of shipping company or shipping warehouse, I suppose. And then he gives you the go, and you can either start storing it in here to be shipped, or if there's a boat already here, you could just bring your cart around and start putting it onto the boat. I'll show you, before coming back here, the route that this boat takes. So this is the Gallant Gull, and essentially it's going to do a U-turn, come through this river here, which I've also widened out, come under the drawbridge, past this boat here, go all the way to the Riegensberg docking area, and And then from here, it can be put onto little barges and canoes and stuff and shipped throughout the city on those little canals. If we come back to that building though, it's a two-story building where the bottom floor is essentially a warehouse and the top floor is just a normal house. And I want to show you that basically living area. I think this is a really fun building. I used bamboo here under this bit to almost look like, I don't know, I just find it really works just to have that slight tinge of yellow underneath those, not rafters, but I suppose the kind of extended roof line. So this is our little storage area though. We have some shelves, a ladder, and here we have a bunch of barrels of wine that are being held up by basically like a stopper. Simple bathroom back here, of course. And if we come up here on this staircase, we can enter the house proper. So there's a little entryway. We have our kitchen, fireplace here, dining table with some shelving and a book. We have our curtains drawn over the windows here for privacy from those fishermen there. Not fishermen, I guess boat workers. Another little bathroom for the family. And if we come in here, we have bedroom. So this is where all the members of the family sleep. There are 4 people living here, 4 chairs, and a big wooden thing here to store furniture. Or not furniture, clothing. This up here is kind of a wasted space at the moment because it's kind of hard to get things up here. So I might just put a couple of cobwebs and call it a day, basically. But yeah, guys, this is the outskirts of Riegensberg. I think it's coming along really nicely. I like this wooden bridge that spans the water here. And I think it's really starting to look cool out here. This approach basically is going to take us from right here, probably skirting around the desert, and I guess crossing this water at some point. And it'll link back up in this area here. So this is where we have the Rosewood Port, and over there is Anchorage. So it's all going to tie together. But I'm really happy with how this place is starting to look. One of my favorite things about a build is blending it throughout the rest of the world. So instead of just coming across a huge city, all of a sudden you're coming across basically the people that live outside the city and those resources that are being taken in. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.